Alright, are we working? No, it wants to go this way. Are we here? Anyone? Is this working? Sorry, we're having a lot of difficulties right now with internet and accidentally making it children's only, so nobody could comment. If you end up on here, shoot a message and we'll see if this is working. Also, our food's about to be here, so...
Yeah, I'll listen.
Much better. Alright. Do you want to...
Thanks, Todd.
Cool. Alright, we're here. We're done with the trail. Hi, Mom. Hello. Hello, everyone. We're in our town clothes. We're feeling better. Blending into society here in Seattle. Got a nice hotel room. And yeah, we're just winding down, so we wanted to hop on and say hi to everyone and let you guys ask some questions about finishing and all that stuff, so feel free to chime in if you're wondering anything. We just ordered some DoorDash because we're, city people now, so that's going to be here any minute. Do you mind going down, or do you want me to go down?
Won't they go to the door?
To the front door of the hotel. I told them to just, yeah. So one of us will have to run down in a second.
Yeah, I can run down.
You want to go right now?
Sure.
It said they're on their way, and it's only half a mile away, so.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
I will be back.
Mariah will be right back. Cool. So yeah, we had a pretty epic finish to our journey. It was really fun. We had good friends with us and made it to the terminus and hiked the 30 miles backwards, which that wasn't necessarily fun. We thought that the adrenaline would be going and we'd be like super psyched and the hike out would be quick, but the way out from the terminus back to Hart's Pass is actually all uphill, and it's kind of a grind, so it was the only day of the trail that we did 20 miles before. Well, I think I got to Hart's Pass at 11 a.m. So yeah, 20 miles before 11, which is just crazy. So we were flying, just trying to get out of there, and we let's see. So then we went back to the Lion's Den, the little hiker area there in Mazama. Had some fun, hung out with Lion, the lady there that's running that place. It's amazing. Hung out there for a day and then had some YouTube friends that we made come and pick us up and brought us all the way here to Seattle. And we were spending the night here. And then we will be flying out tomorrow around midnight. Got a red eye back to Boston. Let me see real quick what we got. Hi from Oregon. Hello, what's up? Howdy guys, good job, thank you so much. What's next? Another through hike. We got a couple things coming up that we're going to be doing. I'll wait for Mariah to get back so we can talk about that a little bit. Hi from Palm Springs. Hello, thank you so much. It was amazing. We actually went to Palm Springs. I know that's not a typical trail town, but we did go. What's going on? Just, a lot of people are sending messages saying that they couldn't place comments and stuff, but it looks like it's working now. Hi Pam, congrats on finishing. Thank you so much. We're so happy to have done it. It might be lying saying it was a dream of mine for a long time. I never really thought I was going to do the PCT. It never was really in the scope of things I wanted to do. I've wanted to do the Appalachian Trail since I was a kid, but never really thought about West Coast hiking. But Mariah had it as unfinished business out here, and she's always been talking about finishing the trail, so it was by default the through hike that we ended up doing. Super chat, thank you so much. That's amazing. You guys are so great. This is helping pay for our DoorDash right now. That is so cool. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. You guys have been so awesome on here. It's been so fun connecting with this little YouTube community that we have on here. And it's been a pleasure to meet a lot of you. I'd say 75% of the people that we've met or that have like trail angeled us, I guess, are people that we've met here on YouTube. So thank you to everybody on here that has reached out, tried to help, and all that stuff. It says you turned off comments and settings. Who's texting me right now? To be. Everybody good? Seems to be working. Great job, you guys. Any plans in your future? Yeah, we have some smaller plans. Nothing concrete for a large one. Now that you've completed the trail, what's next? Back to work? More hikes? Yeah, so we'll actually talk about that in a minute when Mariah gets back up here. She's just picking up some food. We got the DoorDash thing. We tried that out, so yeah. Will you create a full documentary from your video clips? Yeah, so that's the plan. I would love to create like a full-length documentary. I want to put a ton of time into it and make something really good that we're proud of, and something that just, is really good. So my only issue with that right now is I don't own a computer, because I guess a lot of people don't own computers these days. And there's just no way I can do it on my cell phone. My phone's already, it's about done. Just the amount of media on there from all the video editing. So I need to figure out a computer situation. I'd like to get like a desktop computer, figure out something that's like relatively affordable, but at the same time will be able to handle that type of video editing and stuff like that. So I'm going to work on trying to find something and then start putting the time into the documentary. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take a while. Like I said, I want to do something good. So by the time I get the computer and start working on it, it's probably gonna be a little while. Yeah, exactly. Corey, build me a computer. Don't you nerds do that? Like one of those ones that see through with a little blue light there. Now you get why in the West we get when these hikers rave about the views on the AT. Yeah, exactly. Not too difficult. I don't remember it like spot on that I can give you specific tips on it at the moment. I'd like to do a thing where we go through all of our videos and we'll kind of watch them live with you guys, kind of like a reaction thing, I guess. But like maybe when we're at home, we'll sit down and like do a live where we view the videos. We can pause them, talk about the sections individually. You guys can ask questions, stuff like that. I think that'd be fun to do. You guys back home now? No, we are in Seattle. We have a red-eye flight tomorrow night, so we're just hanging out here, having a couple beers and celebrating. Shit, now the sound is off? This is awful. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully this is working. Is the sound on? Is it working? I don't know if you heard any of the stuff I just said, but whatever. Love to see a weekly walk and talk about your experience reintegrating to Lifestyle Trail and how to keep your trail experience fresh. Thanks for the channel. Yeah, like I don't know if the sound was just off, but what I was talking about is maybe doing a thing where we sit down weekly and either watch the videos from the trail and reflect on them, let you guys ask questions about the specific sections, just talk about them more in depth, kind of do a live thing that way. Or yeah, go out walking and just chat about it. We have a lot of plans for this, for the channel here. How did you enjoy Bishop? Bishop was one of my favorite towns on the trail, actually. Crater Lake is nice, sure is. All finished then? Yeah, we're done. We're all done. We made it. For all of you people on here now, for those of you that have been following along, there is one more episode, and it should go live tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So that's super exciting. It should be a great episode. I think you guys will like it. So be on the lookout for that. I just finished it up today. Yeah. Let's see. What was the hardest section? So when you Google that, question, it comes up pretty much unanimously that Section K in Washington from Stevens Pass to Rainy Pass is the most difficult section, and I wouldn't argue with that. I mean, conditions-wise, we probably had a tougher time in the Sierra, but DoorDash is here. So it was difficult, and you have to do. Well, you don't have to. We didn't go to Stehekin, but we did a 130-mile food carry and tons of elevation gain, so it wasn't easy. But it was beautiful, so it made it very doable. We had a blast on that one. Did you ever run into Jupiter? We didn't. He must have just passed us when we were in town or something. However, we did run into Josh Perry, who just successfully beat the self-supported FKT of the PCT. We hung out with him for a day at the little hiker hostel, and that was really cool to hear about his experience. He did the trail in, 54 days, something like that. Sorry, I don't know the specifics, but amazing. A lot of people are doing a lot of incredible things out on this trail, and sorry guys, there's a lot of questions, and I want to answer them, but there's a ton. How was the cake at the terminus? Paul, we didn't end up bringing it. We had 2 bottles of champagne, whiskey, and all sorts of our outfits that we bought at the thrift shop. So we ended up having the cake once we got back to Mazama. Ooh, Mariah, thank God you're back.
Yeah.
I'm getting bombarded.
Oh, damn.
Are you tired of long-term hiking for now?
No.
Maybe for like a couple days. How did Truman get across those Washington streams?
We carried him for so long.
Sometimes we carried him, yeah. Yeah, it was a little... We set up, like, great plans to get him across them, honestly. Like, ways that couldn't fail. Like, if there was something that he definitely couldn't swim through because it was moving too fast, we'd get, like, a long leash on him, and one person would cross, grab the leash from the other side, and then we'd kind of, like, assembly line pass him across it. And then somebody had the leash, like, attached to them, so if for some reason we dropped him, he couldn't go down the river. Seems crazy, I know. But he did it. He's good. Would you do the CDT? We sure would. I mean, if the future allows, hopefully... We're definitely not claiming anything, but 2023 might be the year for the CDT. It seems you finished quite early. Were you guys one of the first groups to finish? Yeah, this year is definitely uncommon in the fact that people are finishing in late July, early August. I don't think that's really ever been the case for a bubble to finish this early. I would say when we got to the terminus, there's probably 20, 25 names ahead of us. So we were definitely like in the first bubble to finish. But most of the people that were finishing at the same time as us were people that started way after us. They're just the crazy fast people trying to do it in under 100 days, people trying to set the FKT, all that stuff. Whew, all right. Let's see. Where did all the questions just go? Live chat. Thanks for taking us. Oh, hi, Dad. Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for taking us along. Congrats. What was your favorite meal, restaurant along the way? Shoot, I don't know. Honestly, there's so much food. What was your favorite? Oh, the Nepalese restaurant in Big Bear. Insane. Absolutely insane. What was the sketchiest part? Going into the Sierra in April. Terrible idea. Don't do it. Do you know if Julia will finish the trail? I think her and Corey plan on coming hiking Washington. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Can't speak for them, but...
that was their plan when they left.
That was their plan. Now the PCT is over, how large of a budget do you recommend? We're going to definitely do a video on this. We've logged every single dime we've spent on the trail, and the answer may surprise you. There is a new cost to through hiking. So I don't know.
Say like minimum 10,000
a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. We're broke. We're out of money, but you can't quit. So We went way over our PCT budget. So a lot of people asked what the plans are next. And I said I wanted to wait for you to get back. So we are going to be flying home, like I said, tomorrow at midnight. We'll be in New Hampshire on the morning of the 15th. Sorry, I'm eating. I'm starving. We'll have about 5 days where we're going to try to... I'm like really withdrawing from rock climbing. So we're going to do some climbing, some rock climbing, a couple of big climbs that we have planned.
Lila agreed to come with us to one of them, which is fun. She's never been rock climbing really, so.
And then on the 20th, I believe, I think we're fully committed at this point, so we can say it. We will be driving to Baxter State Park and leaving a car there, and then driving south and hiking the last 150 miles of the Appalachian Trail. So we're going to go blend in with AT hikers, spend about a week on trail, and we have some friends that are joining us for it, so it'll be a good wind down hike. Get to see a little bit of the AT trail life. Yeah, we're really excited to hike on our home turf because we miss it a lot.
Terminus twice.
Twice. Terminus is a verb now, by the way.
Yeah. It'll be confusing. Everyone will be like, "Oh, are you through hiking?" We'll be like, "Yeah, kind of, but not this trail." We finished one, now we're on this one.
Angela, thank you so much.
Thank you, Angela.
Really appreciate that.
You just paid for our quesadillas. Appreciate that.
What about doing the Great Trail? Yeah, that's insane. Lagunitas. Oh, yeah. We love this. It's like the only consistent that you can get everywhere from California to here beer.
Cheers.
So. Can't deny that Washington is beautiful. Washington is, without a doubt, gorgeous. It's amazing.
This is my favorite state.
Have either of you thru-hiked the AT before? Nope. We've done all of New Hampshire. So we've done the 170 or, I don't know.
We're like section hiking it pretty much, but we want to thru-hike it.
Yeah. It's the... Oh no, my phone's gonna die.
We can't really play. Can you put it the other way?
I don't think it'll let me. But let's try. So we're gonna do a little... See if this works. Oh, we good. Yeah, so the Appalachian Trail has always been like what I've wanted to do since I was a kid. It's like the ultimate trail for me. I know that sounds weird because a lot of people think, especially people in the West, are like, why would you ever do that trail? But it's just the feeling of it and everything, and just being out on the Appalachian Trail, I think, is an experience I want to have. So we will do that.
Yeah, it's a classic thru hike.
Oh, no. This quesadilla is
Sorry, we
pretty good.
did this at dinner time.
Wanted to hop on before anybody on the East Coast was in bed. Is the Katahdin Trail too hard? I don't know. I mean, I've heard that it's
too hard.
I've heard that
it's too hard.
I've heard that it's challenging, but it's 100-mile food carry there, right? Yep. We'll probably do the whole thing in one carry too, so like 120, 130 miles.
Which at this point is nothing.
I think you can hike the 100-mile wilderness, go to the Able Bridge camp store, and do a little resupply just for the out and back of Katahdin. So I guess we'll just do a 100-mile food carry, and then just up and down Katahdin. It should be fun. We'll make a video about it. I hope you guys are interested.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I've never been to Baxter State Park, surprisingly, even though I'm from New Hampshire, so I'm really looking forward to it. I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, and we'll do some rock climbing videos and stuff. We got some plans going on there. We're just super excited to get home and do all of it. The gamer guy did it in 3 to 4 days. I don't know what that is.
We're also doing it with friends who...
The gamer guy, like Corey? Is that who we're talking about? The gamer guy? He probably did take 3 to 4 days to get up to Katahdin. Chris Bentley's here. Woo!
Hi, Chris.
Yeah. It's over. Last episode dropping tomorrow. We just finished it up, viewed it over. I think it's pretty good. With some surprises.
Scary animal encounters. The other night we were cowboy camping at Raven's Song Roost.
Lion's Den.
Lion's Den, yeah.
It's no longer that, yeah.
And yeah, there was a bear that knocked over a recycling container, and I woke up and saw the bear running by. It wasn't dangerous or anything, but it kind of startled me in the middle of the night to see a big black bear.
And a few nights prior to that, a hiker was cowboy camping and got trampled by a bear.
Oh, yeah.
The bear knocked down the hiker box there, and it spooked the bear, and the bear ran, ripped the guy's sleeping bag open, trampled him, bruised or broke a rib or something, just from running over the guy.
Yeah, got trampled by a bear. It's a rude awakening.
Ahoy
Thanks,
from
Tim.
Australia. Congrats, guys. It's been fun watching you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Tim.
you.
Really appreciate that. Yeah. Glad to have shared it and that people stuck around for the whole thing. Okay. Any scannable... what did you learn on the trail? I feel like that's a long thing to answer. We can get into that. What was your guys' budget for the PCT? So we totally thought that we could do it on $1,000 per person per month. I don't know why. We thought, $5,000 to $6,000 a piece was a good idea, and we totally smashed that.
Well, I think that was always the rule, was $1,000 a month or $1 per mile. But with inflation and after COVID and everything, that has totally changed. Especially out here on the West Coast, everything's just so expensive. So it's definitely changed.
Yeah, like I said,
expensive.
yeah, we'll do a whole thing about that. Live not far from camp. Oh, cool. I bet it's hot down there.
Yeah.
Walking to Baxter's the way to go. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. What'd you do differently? Nothing.
I would get a warmer sleeping bag in the beginning.
Yeah.
Starting that early.
Yeah, if you start in March, don't go to the trail with a 20-degree sleeping bag.
Yeah, I
Have
was
a
cold
0.
every night. And then in Kennedy Meadows South, I got a 0-degree sleeping bag, and it was a game changer. I was so happy every night, but before that, I was dreading every single time we set up camp because I knew I was going to be cold. So, March start date, 0-degree bag is the way to go if you're a cold sleeper.
Any equipment failures? Nothing major. Bunch of sleeping pads, normal. Mariah's packed, but justified and taken care of by Hyperlight.
Yeah,
Thank you,
nothing
Hyperlight.
major that was shit out of luck type of situation.
Triple Crown? Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
If we can stretch
the
it,
dream.
we want to do it. I mean, yeah, that'd be amazing. If we have the time and money, we'll do it. If we have you guys just egging us along the whole time, we'll probably do it. You guys influence us.
Yeah, we'd like to do it too.
I watched you guys from the first episode. Thanks, Shelby.
Hi, Shelby.
Have you ever felt rushed on the trail? Kind of, honestly.
I have.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Every morning I'm trying to pack up and Sam's just ready to go with his backpack on, staring
Well,
at
some
me.
of us take 5 minutes to get ready. Some of us take an hour to get out of the tent and get ready.
I like to enjoy my mornings a little bit, not feel like I'm rushing. But
That yellow hoodie was your best piece of gear, for sure. I still have it. It's about a triple XL at this point. The thing is just... Oh, Mariah's probably going to show you the picture. I wore that thing for 145 days straight.
Sam looks like a toddler in it now. It's huge.
But we went to Goodwill and we're in normal clothes now.
Yeah, it feels really nice.
Sorry, let me go back. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of questions coming in. I really appreciate it. What is your favorite hike from back home? Currently, I'm pretty hyped on the Baldface Loop in New Hampshire. Anything that's not the 4,000 footers right now, because we've been kind of exploring the lesser traveled areas. Not that one's super less traveled, but the Baldface Loop is amazing.
Underrated, yeah.
Franconia Ridge is obviously amazing, but 1,000 people do it every day, so... What peak hike do you what?
Oh, I was going to say, hiking up to Isolation. It's really fun backpacking trip. There's lots of shelters on the way. It's super long if you go... What's the name of the trail? The super long way with all the shelters. Rocky Branch. Yeah, it's a great beginner backpacking hike. If anyone's in the area looking for it, it's really fun. what other comments we have.
Live, hit the live. Whatever. Where is the infamous chair? It's back home.
Yeah, my
Maybe it'll
mom
come to
has
Katahdin.
That'd be nice. I know, I'm trying to decide whether I want to go light and fast or slow and heavy. Not
For
sure
the
yet.
for the
100-mile wilderness, yeah.
yeah.
We'll see.
Good beer choice, by the way. Yeah. Solid. Doesn't fail you ever. What food did you get tired of and swear you'll never eat again? And what food did you not get tired of? So, I want to say I'll never eat tuna again, but I will. I don't think it's as bad as some people have the experience with, but like I am so absolutely sick of eating tuna wraps every day.
Even just looking at it like makes me queasy.
I think we do have like. I think we're better than most people at coping with the same type of food every day. We did have Nor rice sides for dinner
Every night.
pretty much every single night. Some long sections we'd buy one like Backpacker's Pantry or Mountain House, like dehydrated meal to splurge, you know, have the like nice fancy easy dinner. But pretty much we exclusively ate Nor rice sides for the entire trail, and I don't want to say I'm sick of. I wouldn't eat them while I'm in a town like this, obviously, but like put me on trail and hike some miles, and I'm
You're
good
excited
with it.
for it every night.
Yeah, so it's really, we didn't have too many issues with that. Tuna's definitely the worst, and I think for me, it was the smell of my trash bag. You know, I had like a freezer Ziploc bag, and just the smell every time I opened it of tuna, like, ugh. Like I'm done. I'm so done with tuna.
Yeah.
But that's
Not
really
really
it. That's really. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? Bars. Like protein bars.
Yeah.
Got sick of those.
Pretty much all the food that I look in my food bag, I was so sick of it. It's like I don't even want to look at it. But if you're hungry enough, you'll eat anything.
All right. Let's see. What did you regrets on things you would have done differently? I really, yeah. Other than Mariah's gear thing with the sleeping bag. As far as our whole experience, I think it was hard. It was challenging entering the Sierras that early, but I wouldn't change a thing. I think we had one of the most epic experiences of our lives, like doing a winter backpacking trip through the Sierra, and it allowed us to get up north before the fires got crazy. We were literally outrunning fires at the end. They were lighting behind us left and right, and the main bubble of the PCT is now having to skip pretty much all of Oregon. I think there's like 2,100 miles of the PCT that are open at this point, which is devastating. So I think all in all, going early, it was tough, but it gave us great experiences, and we got it done in a good manner with just the Lion's Head closure. I really don't regret any of it.
No. Yeah, the desert was very pleasant to go through. It was cold and not too hot. And the Sierra was like one of those things where it was really hard, but it like made me feel stronger as a person, and I look back on it and I feel really proud of being able to do it. I wouldn't want to do it again, but having done it, like I feel like it made me a stronger and better person.
We'll do it again, but in the summer.
Right.
On to the burrito now. Still have the hiker hunger.
I'm gonna save mine.
Really?
Well, I want to like watch TV and eat it.
Cool. We can always order more. We're in the city now.
It's true.
All right. What we got? I want to hike in the Adirondacks. Love the Adirondacks. We've only taken one trip, but we went during peak foliage 2 years ago. Amazing hiking. We had a blast. Like we're bound to get back there very soon.
Yeah, we did like the Gothics and Wolfjaw and a few other ones, and they're just
Iroquois and
beautiful.
Algonquin, Avalanche Pass, all that. Amazing.
So beautiful.
Do you know if you're 70 miles in 24 hours with an FKT? I don't know, honestly. It's funny, though, because we do have, as you guys know, I was GPS tracking everything, and I would go on Strava once in a while, and we did set, like, records for some sections.
It's usually when there was trail magic and we knew about it.
Can't wait to follow you. Still gonna film that next trip back east? Yeah, we're gonna film all of our adventures from now on, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
Why not?
Take you guys along with us. Now, are you happy with your super early start? Yeah, we kind of just talked about that. Or would you start later? I mean,
No.
starting later might be easier, but you're totally gambling. You're totally taking a gamble on fire season and all that stuff. So, I don't know. I think, personally, if I was to do the PCT again, this probably doesn't go for Mariah. But now that I've done it in the through hiking fashion, I think if I came back, I would start later, but I would commit to doing 30 to 40 miles every day and do it in like under 100 days type deal. Because that's the, I think, I don't know how the world is going to go. I'm not a scientist, but I think that the only ways to do the trail are start really early or start at the normal start dates and hike really quickly. And I think it'd be fun to see the trail and like push myself on it. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much. What keeps you going? How did you do the lesson injuries? We just took care of ourselves. I don't know. You'll see in the last video I kind of talk about what kept us going. What's the closest he came to quitting? So yeah, I don't know. It's such a strange mindset that you have to get in to do this, because it's hard to convey like how long of a trail it actually is. It kind of just seems like fun and everything, but I mean, think about all of you on here that weren't hiking this year. Think about the last 6 months of your lives. Think back 6 months ago and all the days that you've gone to work and do all that stuff, and just think that every one of those mornings, except for the 15 zeros that we took, we woke up at first light, hiked for 12 hours, went to sleep, and hiked again. It's an absolute shit ton of hiking.
It's a grind, yeah.
Like, it really is crazy, and I don't know how you trick yourselves into it. I think our biggest thing was the answer to the did you think about quitting was, other than once kind of jokingly, like, no, there was never a question. Like, we
yeah, it was never an option.
We just knew that we were hiking to Canada, and like the only way to get done hiking was to get to the border. So there was the mosquito incident of White's Pass where I was like, I'm hiking southbound and I'm getting the hell out of here. But that was just a quick moment where I was like, this is so stupid. I mean, I was like, Mariah, not only are we like choosing to hike with these mosquitoes where we can't even go to the bathroom in the woods because they're biting us and we have to run into our tent, but we are like spending our last of our hard-earned money doing this. Like, why are we paying to do this? But it was quickly over.
It was easy to talk him out of it.
Yeah,
I'll meet you at the end of the trail then. It's just like, okay, I'll keep going. Yeah, and for me at least, like, this is my second attempt on the trail. I was like, I'm not doing this a third time. Like, I have to complete it. Like, quitting is not an option. Like, no matter what happens, I'm going to keep going. Like, just got to get it done. And we'll be happy that we did.
How are your feet? Do you have to buy a larger size? Yeah, my feet are messed up.
Mine are fine.
Mine are huge. Mariah's fine. Mariah could hike at a average pace forever.
Yeah, I don't complain very much.
Dare you guys to solo the PCT next week. There's two people that have done. They turned around. We saw them. They're going south.
I mean, we already did 30 miles southbound, so might as well keep going, right? Just kidding.
What date did you finish, and what have you been up to since the terminus? I got here late. Yeah, I kind of talked about it. We finished on the 9th, hiked back to Hearts Pass on the 10th, went down to Mazama on the 11th, got a ride to Seattle on the 12th, and it is now the 13th, and we are flying out tomorrow night. Sorry for the quick answer, but there's more stuff. When I hiked the AT, I convinced myself that the trail was my lifestyle. Yeah, it's amazing. Somebody said this is your second time on the PCT?
It's mine, yeah. So I hiked in 2018, and I made it from Campo to Truckee and had to get off for a variety of different reasons. And yeah, ever since I got off, was like, that was my goal, is I have to get back to the trail and complete it. And thankfully I met Sam, and he was down to do it with me.
Uh-huh.
He wanted to do the AT, but I got him to do the PCT. And he's so glad for it, right?
I'm so happy. It was so fun.
So much fun.
It was.
It was amazing. What do you mean?
No, I loved it. I didn't really, they say don't quit on a bad day. I didn't really, I didn't really have a bad day.
No.
There's like bad moments in days, but I don't think I ever went to sleep going, this was a bad day.
Yeah.
Ever. I really don't think that happened.
I remember waking up in the Sierra a lot and just sitting in my tent and not wanting to get out at all. Just like thinking about, like, I know today's going to be a grind. We're just going to go through snow. It's going to be like kind of miserable, but also beautiful. But once we got through the snow and everything, every morning was fine and I was excited to get out of the tent. So yeah, there was never really like any bad moments except for the mosquitoes. They weren't fun.
I think you can ask every single person that has been asked the question, what was the hardest part of the PCT that was in our general region, will answer the mosquitoes. Like, it sounds like we're being ridiculous, but it was so bad. It forced several people to quit. It made a lot of people come really close to quitting. I mean,
I've just never seen anything like it. It was like
and we have
thousands
them bad at
of
home.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like thousands of them just all swarming you. You can never rest. You can never stop. You have to like out hike them all the time. And then like towards the end of the day, it would get to the point where you couldn't out hike them. And just, that zee sound. Imagine that like times 1,000 just on top of your bug net. What is it called? Bug net?
Yeah.
It was pretty brutal.
I think you'd like the CDT. What's normal life for you? Well, stay tuned and you might find out, Mr. Chris.
We go outside a lot.
We live in the middle of the woods in a house that we built with our own hands. We hammered every nail.
Yeah, we have an off-grid homestead. And we go rock climbing, kayaking, canoeing, hiking, backpacking. You name it, we love to do it.
Our lives are pretty lame.
Yeah.
Just kidding. They're
it's
awesome.
Because we don't have a dog. It's
Yeah.
the only thing we're lacking.
I think you would love to see. How did West Coast chowder compare? Sorry, it didn't.
New England chowder.
New England.
It's always the best. This place is decent.
It was good. If you're doing it again, how much money would you budget for the whole trip exclusively of gear and transportation? I would say for this trail, I would plan $8 to $10,000 a person.
10,000.
Honestly,
to do it comfortably.
Excuse me. The CDT, I would plan for 7 because, I think we'd plan for like 7,000 a person. There's less towns. They're not hiker towns where you're getting price gouged. It's not touristy towns for the most part. So I think you can go a little less on that. And then the AT, which hopefully someday we'll finish our Triple Crown on, I'd bring all the money I can get.
Yeah.
Because we're going to party. I don't know.
Yeah, the Appalachian Trail will be like the party fun trail.
Alright, 1 second. Let me go back a little bit. Sorry, guys. Sorry, you guys are awesome, but I'm trying to keep up. Congrats, thanks for taking us along, Gary. Yeah, no,
Gary.
Absolutely. Thanks for everybody sticking around with us through it. I'm glad that we were able to. We grew as a team. You guys and us. You
guys kept us motivated.
You kept the videos coming, like the nice positive comments and everything keeps us going. We want to keep spreading the love and keep making the content for you guys, and just this is amazing. We couldn't have ever expected this.
It was funny hiking with Julia. She would get a lot of haters, and we're just like, all our fans are so nice and supportive. She's like, why do you guys get all the nice people?
I don't want our channel to get too big. I think the second you have like a ton of subscribers, it becomes less like community feel.
More trolls.
And just I don't want those people. I want you guys, the people that know what we're actually doing and everything.
Our friends. Oh, thanks, Tim.
That was an old one. Sorry, I just went to the super chat.
Thanks, anyways.
But yeah. All right, 1 second. How many miles did the dog do? He did every mile of the PCT minus the Sierra and the Bridge of the Gods. Literally the Bridge of the Gods. His paws didn't fit on the bridge. And he's fine.
The grading was too big, so his little paws would fall
He's
through.
absolutely fine.
Yeah, his paws are like, they're beefy. Like, they're just thick like that.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people express concerns, but, like, this group that we've been hiking with loves dogs more than anything and would absolutely, like, quit the trail if we had to for a dog that's not even ours. Like, and he was absolutely, like, we checked in on, he was always checked in on, he was fine.
He was, like, more excited to hike than we were.
In the last video, go check it out. Towards the end of the video, we finished probably one of the most elevation gain 30-mile days that we did. And at the end of the day, Truman had hiked 30 miles, and he sees us from across a valley probably 1.5 miles away and just full-on sprints to us. Like, the dog is...
He's fine.
He crushes it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1 second. Sorry, we gotta catch up. These are a little... Kind of seems like you really burned through it fast as possible, athletically. Yeah, I mean, no.
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 No, we could have gone
We
faster,
could have gone
but
way
we enjoyed
faster.
it.
Yeah. Your channel's gonna explode when you show your off-grid homestead. Yeah, I wish we like showed videos of us building it. It's already built. I mean, there's tons of projects. We literally built it last winter, and we did it all by ourselves. It's a great story. It was amazing. I wish we'd filmed it, but
Yeah, it was a lot of hard work.
any regrets for not going slower? Not really. I mean, there's a certain point where just walking is your best bet. It's the best way to see things, and like we're out there and we have a job to do, and I think that's one of the things with the PCT that people need to understand before doing it. You do actually have to move. Like, you can do the AT and hike 15 miles a day and just hang out and have fun and still make it to Katahdin with your 60-pound pack. Like, people do it in that style. But I think the PCT, for tons of reasons, which we could discuss in length, like, you do have to keep moving. So, and I think we did it perfectly.
If you want to complete it, like, you have to keep moving.
Yeah.
Especially where winter comes so quickly in Washington. You have to beat that.
And
beat the fires, beat everything.
And moving quickly allowed us to see the flowers in Washington, which was
amazing.
About the best part of everything.
And the quicker you move, the less money you spend.
True. Remember that 24-hour challenge? I sure do. Good times.
You want to be like us when you grow up. Thanks.
Thanks, Jan. You're amazing.
We're like children.
Jan, you're one of my favorites. You're amazing.
Yeah, you're
Thanks,
amazing,
Jan. Watched Julie as well. Sad she had to hop off trail. No shame. Yeah, no, it was the right choice for them. They had a great time out here, and I'm super psyched to have met them and hiked with them, and I'm super excited to run into them in the future and do some adventures with them. And you know, they became some of our best friends. So
yeah, they're amazing. We miss them every day.
Skagit Ed, hey, you guys looking much more relaxed. Thanks, Ed. Thanks for bringing the trail magic to Hards Pass. That was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool to run into you.
We feel more relaxed.
Yeah, totally.
And clean and everything. Well fed.
I caught up.
Sweet.
Yeah. 99 people watching, 29 likes. You know we don't like that.
Hit that like button.
Smash it, bruh.
Smash the thumbs up. It'll make us happy.
We got our outfits at Goodwill today.
Yeah.
It felt really good to get into something new.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of the sun hoodie and the shorts and stinky shoes and look like respectable humans for flying tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, you get so comfortable in your hiking clothes, but now that I have like clean, nice clothes on, I look at them like, ew, like how could I have worn that?
Smashed it, yeah.
Yeah.
Hotel room, burrito, beer every day. What a hiker life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're bougie hikers right now.
Speaking of flying tomorrow, has anybody on here flown with a pack for hiking? We are debating whether or not to check the bags, get them like wrapped in the plastic, you know, that they do in the car seats, try to bring them as carry-on, which I don't think we can do because hiking poles and tent stakes aren't allowed on planes. If anybody has any recommendations on like how we didn't fly here, we took a train. I don't know. Either shoot us a message on Instagram or whatever. If anybody has any recommendations. We're thinking about maybe just buying like a duffel bag and putting all of our packs and everything into it and checking that. I don't know. We've heard that packs can get destroyed on airplanes. Like hiking